there's so many different fast food chains, and they market differently. They have different foods. They probably make you feel a certain different way. And just first off, what do you think about fast food in general?
I think it's disgusting. I can't believe I used to eat it, man. You bring up fast food, and prior to my wife, me and my roommate would crush it. We'd be eating fast food, right? Come back from the bar 2, 3 a.m., eating fast food, this and that. Now that I eat it, I'm like, it's disgusting. But with that said, there are times, rarities, where I have to eat fast food, whether it's a big, long, like road trip or something like that. And the brand name most definitely impacts the fast food joint that I stop at, if I stop at all.
I'm looking at the data right now on fast food restaurants, and I gotta be honest, I'm surprised. This is the first time seeing this, and I would bet that you're not going to guess it because I wouldn't, but maybe you will. So, what do you think are the top fast food chains by volume, uh, or by number of locations? By number of locations in the U.S.
So fast food chains by number of locations, these fast food chains are essentially just real estate businesses. And so the biggest one would have to be McDonald's. If I had to pick the top three, I'd say McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and then some pizza chain, let's say Domino's.
So that's what I would think too, and that apparently is completely off because the number one fast food brand by location, number of locations in the US is Subway.
What?
Subway sandwiches with 20 over 20,000 locations, followed by Starbucks, which I guess counts as one of these, followed by McDonald's at only 13,000 locations, then Dunkin' Donuts, then Taco Bell.
Man, it kind of makes sense. I see these Subway commercials, and they are not light on celebrities. Like in one commercial, I remember seeing like Stephen Curry and Charles Barkley was doing the voiceover, and then they had Tom Brady and maybe A Rod or something. I'm like, how in the hell is Subway coming up with this type of marketing money? So I guess they're crushing it in the real estate game.
Yeah, they kind of have a really interesting marketing story, right? Because they do have a ton of celebrities, they have athletes, actors, and so on. Then they had their $5 foot long for a while that I think was really successful, at least from a marketing campaign. I doubt that they were making any margin on those sandwiches. And I don't think the $5 foot long exists anymore. They had the big scandal with Jared, so that hurt. But nevertheless, they're first. And now looking at their sales of Subway restaurants in the United States from 2015 to 2022, falling pretty linearly from $11.5 billion in 2015 down to $8 billion in 2020. Now, COVID, I'm sure, affected it, but it was kind of linear drop. But since then, going back up. And I'm curious to find the data before that, but I don't know, pretty stable, I suppose.
I wonder when did the stuff go down with Jared? Was it between 2015 and 2020? I cannot recall because I'm interested in wondering if that really hurt them or not, or I'm interested in discovering if it hurt them or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. But what do you think of when you hear Subway? Like, how does Subway make you feel based on all their marketing that they've seen, all the celebrities that they use? I'm sure you've been to the restaurant a time or two. Like, what does Subway mean to you?
I mean, a shitty sandwich. I don't think much of Subway. Just like I don't think much of McDonald's or these other places. I think that they do a good job of just general branding and things like that. But I don't have any thoughts on the Subway sandwich other than it's a subpar sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. So the date is 2015. So I'm gonna try to look at the revenue prior to 2015. And it's also showing that 2023 has been a record year in revenues. Now, looking at revenues, Subway is not number one, and they're not even close. So what that tells me is that their revenue per store is quite low relative to their competitors. I think the revenue per store is the highest with Chick-fil-A, even though they're closed 1 day a week on Sundays, which would be probably one of the bigger days of sales.
That's interesting. So then, I know you're looking up the Subway stuff here, but a question like when I say Chick-fil-A, what do you think? And then when I say like Subway, what do you think?
Chick-fil-A, I think easy drive-through, friendly service, chicken that's consistent. I guess it's not going to make me sick, I don't think, and I'm okay with eating it every now and then, maybe a couple times a year on a trip or something. I have pretty positive feelings about Chick-fil-A. I also think their marketing is cute, where they have the cows saying eat more chicken. It's kind of dark if you really think about it, but it's kind of cute. When I think of Subway, I think used to be good, used to be worth it during the $5 footlong days. Haven't been there in years. Don't plan on ever going there. Would rather skip a meal than go to Subway.
Yeah, I don't even know if their chicken is even chicken. Like when I used to get the chicken sandwich, it's like, what kind of chicken breast meat is this? Anyways, with Chick-fil-A, one thing that stands out to me with them is, yeah, I'm with you. They feel like a more upper, I guess it might be an oxymoron, but upscale fast food, right? It seems more at the higher end of fast food. But also, what I think Chick-fil-A did well is, and mind you, I'm the most open-minded person that you know, support all types of rights, everything. Chick-fil-A was like, we're not down with the gay shit. And they're very clear on that with where they put their money or where they'll take their money away. And I think by doing that, yes, it's offensive. My wife stopped eating Chick-fil-A when she found out how active they are with moving against the LGBTQ, whatever letter I'm missing, community. She stopped eating it. But it didn't hurt their sales. I think by them drawing that line in the sand, your Christian conservative person who may have some more money, who's like, yo, they're not open on Sundays because it's God's day. They're not supporting homosexuality. I'm eating all the Chick-fil-A I can.